Remember, I cook, but I do not cap. This ain't about perfection, it's about progression. Let's go. Hi, let's make a maple cinnamon sweet potato and red wine braised pork casserole. Y'all know when I'm copying and pasting a recipe, I'd like to give credit to the creator, and in this case, it's Chef Alex Trim. This is one of the best things I've ever tasted, so definitely go check him out. Everything he makes looks incredible. I started by searing the pork on all sides, and added the mirepoix, which I have learned on this journey is a base made of 3 finely diced vegetables, onions, celery, and carrots. After about 5 minutes, we added our flour, cooked for about 2 more minutes, then we deglazed with red wine, let that simmer and thicken. Then we added the pork back, covered with stock, and threw in our rosemary. Covered the pot, put it in the oven, and forgot about it for some hours. Next was the sweet potatoes, which I poked holes all over and baked. Chef Alex made taking off the skin look so easy in his video. When I started to do it, I realized I would not make it look nearly as easy as he did, so I finished it off camera. Not sure why some of my potatoes were yellowish and some orange, but I assumed that didn't matter. I have a hand mixer which I used to puree the potatoes and maple cinnamon butter after I got all the skin off, but it wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be, so I broke out the 5-mesh sieve. So I tried piping for the first time, in the cooking sense, that is. You know we keep it family friendly over here usually, but you see what it looks like? Yes. Literal shit. It looks like shit. So you know we give it our best shot for our first time, but the show must go on. I took a slightly different approach, smoothed it out over the top, cleaned up the dish, and it looked honestly equally as acceptable as what Chef had done, just slightly less cool. Also, we passed the clip where I removed the pork from the oven and shredded it with 2 forks, which is obviously what's sitting underneath our sweet potatoes. I threw that in the oven to broil, brushed maple cinnamon butter over the top, garnished with chives, and that was it. Honestly, I could give this a 10 out of 10. It was just perfect balance of flavor, but you know, because of our piping failure, I gotta knock it 8.5 out of 10. If anyone has any piping tips, I'll gladly take note. In the cooking sense, of course, guys, trust me. In the other area, I'm golden. Anyways, now just look at what you did.